Life updates. It's September 12th, third, yeah, September 13th to 2025. I'm here at the room, um, ADC room. You know, this is how it look like. This is how it looks like. Not look likes. What am I talking? So it's just been my routine throughout the weekend of every single week that I live in Mojokerto, and it feels like there's a lot of thing changes. I gain a lot of like a lot of weight. I'm not supposed to do this. I expect something that probably I'm staying outside of my hometown. Probably gonna be skinnier, healthier, um, stable, like in terms of mental health and something. But it's just not as I expected. I feel like adulting gives you hard time um receiving something that out of your expectation, which means less than your expectation, and you have to deal with it. You have to be friend of it. um I don't want to say it's bad. It's like, life thought you have to live in reality. That this is a very good quotes that I've heard the other day when I was watching the podcast of one of Malaka's podcasts on YouTube with Ferry Irwandi, the CEO of American himself, and the director of Sore, Yandy Lawrence. He said the maximum capacity of the person are open when he is received, not ordered to. It was so good, but I don't really know how to translate it in a proper word in because he said it in such a, I don't know if it, I think, yeah, it's a full Indonesian code. I don't really know how to translate it properly into English, so yeah, just be it. That's all I want to say. It's in live update. Probably gained 5 or 7 kilos right now because like I went to do like what's the name? Yeah, I went to measure my weight in the other day, probably 2 or 3 weeks, the previous weeks. It was in a hotel, and I was 82 kilogram, which is not very good, but it kind of helps me balance that weight with a kind of big posture, I suppose. Probably that is. And that's all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.